in here for me, not for you guys probably when I put this up. I don't know. I just wanted to get on and say hello now that we've had a change of name. It's a little more personal with my name. I won't take up a lot of time because I want to fit in anything that I've filmed since I've changed. Probably not going to be a lot because I haven't filmed a lot. We went through a lot since I changed. There was a huge fire here, which I think made national news. I didn't film any of that because I just didn't feel that it was respectful to the people that were part of the fire. It was just so out of control. It was started with a car and it displaced a lot of people for a minute. Luckily, none of the houses went up. Thank goodness. But it displaced them for a bit. And then we had the shooting that did make national news with the officers, the 2 officers. Well, there was actually 3 and a canine, police canine. And that was pretty horrific. May they rest in peace, the 2 of that. Anyway, I try not to, go into bad stuff on here, but those are 2 major things that have happened, and I'm trying to be respectful of their families and everything that's happened, and so I'm not using any footage from any of those things that happened. Most people would include things from those 2 things, and that's not the case. I wasn't part of either one of those things. One was very close. The fire was extremely close. Knocked us out of power for a while. Hours. Lots of hours. But we dealt with it, and while others were complaining, we didn't. Yeah, I won't use other people's grief and tragedy to use in my channel. That will never happen. We are close enough that we could have had a lot of footage from the fire, but I'd rather not use that. And I don't. Other people can do that on their channel. I'm not downing them for doing that. I don't want to do that on my channel. I want to show things that we are going through, yes, but what we went through was just loss of power. And yeah, we had smoke filling our neighborhood, but the fire itself did not come into our neighborhood. We had a little bit of ash, but that's about it. But other than that, we made it through everything. Anyway, there are some clips of things that we did. The husband got sick for a little bit, so we changed things for him. In all, since my health journey started, I've lost 100 pounds. I don't know if you can tell. Well, you're not seeing all of me, but I've lost 100 pounds. The husband's lost 30. He got really, really sick. Missed out on some things with the grandkids because of it, so he's decided he wants help. We have all the animals. I do babysit Dolly for Maddie, so she will be in some of the videos that you'll see. We have Pumpkin, we have Cleo, we have Spike. You'll see them in our videos. Things now on the videos will be less travel, less I don't know. It'll be more fun. Me and my husband are still young, even though all our kids are grown. We got married young, had our kids young. We are not even close to 60, either one of us. But we are closer to 60 than we are to anything else. Well, I'm not. He's closer to 60. I'm closer to my 40s. Way closer to my 40s than he is. But he's in between. But anyway, so we got a long way still in life. Hopefully, knock on wood. You never know what God has planned. Anyway, so we're still young. Anyway, so you're gonna watch us be not old, but older, and we're kind of hitting a second youth. I guess that's what happens when your kids all move out and you become empty nesters. You kind of go through like a second youth, I guess you could say. So that's where we're at. We're like doing like a second youth type thing. I don't know. Because like we're exercising, we're I don't know, we're doing fun stuff. So you'll see all that in this. I'm not picking up the camera every time we do something. So you'll miss some of the stuff that we do, but not all. But I will try to capture some of the stuff that we're doing. And I hope you enjoy this. So I am here early morning to bring Maddie for testing for her college. It is raining. I would flip the camera, but I still have not figured out how to flip the camera. Weird, right? Had this for this long. Can't find the camera thingy. Anyway, here very early. It's raining. You might be able to see it's raining. And we are the only ones here at the testing center. She's going to be doing testing, and I will be here for almost 2 hours while she tests, enjoying the rain. But this is worth it. She's going to be doing very well. It's very early, and we're excited. I'm not putting her on camera. She's got a new look to her. We're leaving it that way. We're not letting you guys know where she's going to be going to college. But it is a beautiful day. I wish I could show this to you, but it would give away where she's going to college at. But anyway, hope you're having a good day. Okay, I am making this new thing I learned how to make. I'm gonna get this all set up for you. So it's got apples. Let's see if I can get this all set up for you guys. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I'm gonna set it over here. I'm hoping that this will show everything that I'm doing. I don't know. I don't think you're going to see much over here. I think this gets big enough, maybe. Oh, nope. You guys definitely aren't going to see Jack over here. Let me get my butcher block out of the way. Maybe I can set it up right here. I'm not sure what to do with this butcher block. Let's see. You're going to see more of me than you want to see. I'm still in my PJs, but I wanted to cook this morning. I'm not sure what you're going to see on this little sucker. You might see more of me than you want to, because I can't see through the camera right now. But I want to show you what I'm doing. Let me see if I can see around and see what you guys can... You guys are seeing the floor more than you're seeing anything else. This sucker is not showing what I want to show. Let me get this flipped around, because I can actually aim from this way. See it in my garbage. Okay. I'm not going to know if anything happens. As you can see, I've done some things with some apples. Okay, I'm going to move this off. I cored some apples. They're kind of browning already. Fresh apples, right? Used my core. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now because I have my food processor here. So I need to move these apples. Okay, we're going to do this. And every once in a while I'm going to check and see what you guys are seeing. But we need, great. So I need to remember that my broken thing is a full cup. Just broke this. I want to see how great this is working out for me this morning. I'm having a hell of a morning. But woke up, the cats are going nuts. But we need a full cup of oats. Then we're going to need a half cup of evaporated milk is what I use. So we're going to go to a half cup. Now I can't see very well. I have to turn this because I have to make sure I get just a half cup. Yep, we're at a half cup. Now we're going to pour this in. Now let me make sure that you guys are seeing all of this because I'm not sure that you guys are. I think that's at a half cup. Okay, this is going to be, yeah, you guys are pretty much seeing what I'm doing. Let me lift this up a little bit higher so you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on. Anyway, and we're gonna just make sure that you soak. And I don't think that was a full half cup. So I might add just a tiny bit more evaporated milk because we want to, and this is, my house is falling apart. I'm not even kidding. Now I'm just going to do a couple of dashes of cinnamon. Okay. You can add anything else you want to, but I'm going to do this really fast because I don't want to take all day. I don't want to take all of your day cooking. And I'm going to preheat my oven, make sure there's nothing inside. And we're going to preheat the oven to 355. 355, guys. Okay, and I like cinnamon. But you're going to need, and I'll put the directions and how much I do of everything in the description so that you guys know. But I've cored my apples already. I'm doing 2 apples, 2 red apples, and 1 green apple. Just because I like lots of apples. You're seeing my oats. And I just do the regular rolled oats in mine. A lot of people use different types of oats. Mine is the regular rolled oats. And you can use any type of milk that you use. I'm using evaporated milk because that's just what I use. And we're going to set these off to the side, okay? Anyway, and what you're going to do is, and we're going to go really fast on this with my butcher block. Where is my paring knife? I think my paring knife is actually dirty. Oh no, I cleaned it yesterday. Give me just a second because I do want to use my paring knife. That is not the paring knife. That is not the paring knife. That is not the paring knife. Found the paring knife. Okay. You're going to want to peel your apples, which I should have done, but I didn't want them completely brown. I knew they were going to start to brown from coring them already, which isn't going to hurt them. It's just the air hitting the apples. Okay. Which isn't that gross. It's just the air hitting the apples, whatever. And we're going to, I hate this because you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually peeling the apples right now. And what we're going to do, see if I can do this so that you can see. I'm hoping you can see because I cannot get behind the camera right now. I'm going to move the oats out of the way so that hopefully you're seeing something other than my pajamas. See, it started to brown because I'd already cored it. But trust me, it's not that bad. Air touching the apples. Not that bad, I promise. I swear to you, it's just because I cored it. Like right before I set up the camera. I don't know what's with fruits and vegetables anymore. Let me get this put together. Get that set up. Have you noticed that the fruits and vegetables start to discolor really quickly? Like, I'm being super fast with everything. I'm going to go ahead and peel this apple. Like I said, I'm doing 2 reds, 1 green, because I like green apples. I like red apples. But you can use all red, all green, whatever you want to, whatever you like. I'm trying to go really fast because I know people are going to be like, ew, your apples went brown in the middle. I swear to you, as you can see, there's my apple core. I just cored them. I don't know why. Fruits and vegetables go weird so quickly. And you're going to just cut them down just a little bit. Get them into your food processor. That was disgusting. I really hope you didn't see down my shirt because I have nothing underneath. And I will have to probably cut that part out now, which is fine. But anyway, now last apple. We're going to go ahead and get that peeled. I'm trying to go as fast as I can so we don't end up with completely brown apples, which makes no difference because we're just going to get them blended up in the food processor with the banana. Now the banana, I cannot do brown bananas. I don't know about you people, but brown bananas are disgusting to me. I can't do brown bananas unless I'm making banana bread, which that I'm cool with because you kind of have to do that. But I don't know. Anyway, I usually cut that part off. Anyway, and then you take your banana, of course, peel it, and then she looks good. You're gonna get that sliced up in here. Let's see if I can get this just a little bit so that you can see. Cut up in here. And in this, I do 0 sugar other than what's in the fruit. Okay? And like I said, we're preheating the oven. Now you can use the silicone molds while you're baking this. I don't. Now this is going to get really loud, so this part you can either turn down, or I'm going to try and turn it down in the video. So, sorry about this. This off to the side because you want it to be as blended up as possible. So I'm getting the stuff off the side because I want that to get down in there and get really blended up in there. Push it more down on off of the sides so we get completely blended in here. Okay, now I'm going to move all this stuff off to the sides. I'm going to bring this back over, here. Like I said, I can't tell if you're getting to see all of what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead, pop this out, set it off to the side, and I am going to go ahead and get these together. And I'm hoping you're seeing all this. If not, then this will never see the light of day, and I just made this for the family, and hopefully they enjoy it. Let's get this all out of the way. My kitchen is just a mess. I've been doing lots of cooking. Okay, you're going to hopefully be seeing this. You're just going to fold this all together. This is still not the last step before we get it into the oven. And this is going to cook for about a half hour. I'm going to tell you that beforehand. And I'm going to do it in my Daddy-O pan, so hold on a second. I have a really nice Daddy-O pan. Love this thing. I also have a spring one where the bottom collapses out. Let me get the bottom of this out of the way. I can clean up my house after I'm done doing this. But mix all this in together so that it's all nice and mixed up. And you don't want to vigorously, can I even say that word? I don't know. You just don't want to wildly go mixing it all together, okay? But you want it mixed. And like I said, you can use the silicone formed little pans and make them any way you want. I usually like to make it like almost a cake because my husband takes some to work with them, or we have it with dinner or what have you. Or he likes to have it with his coffee. And yeah, that's what we usually do. Okay, the next step that we have, let me get my little kitchen towel here. I'm gonna wipe this off. And you make sure your towels are clean. You don't want to be disgusting and transferring, you know, gross stuff. So all my kitchen towels are changed every meal when I cook with each towel. Then you're going to get you some walnuts or any kind of nuts that you like. I'm using walnuts, so get you some. Get it out here. This is the last of from when I made some the other night. You're going to get them chopped. Get going, chopping them. Yeah, I don't like to, some people have one kitchen towel they use. Now the oven's ready. Right as I'm getting the almonds, or not almonds, sorry, walnuts ready. And you're going to just get them chopped up. But I don't like cross-contamination. I stayed with someone, I won't say who exactly they are, but they had one kitchen towel for the entire day. And I used to say, well, are we going to switch towels? You know, per meal, you know, you need like 1 or 2 towels for each meal so that, you know, you don't cross-contaminate. Like, if we're cooking certain meals, you got to have a couple of towels. And I was told, no, you use 1 towel per day. And I was like, I couldn't even hardly eat. I was just, certain things I wouldn't eat. Like, if they made chicken, I couldn't, And now I'm completely plant-based, so I just, you have to have many towels per meal. And I know it sounds bad, because, like, but you can't cross-contaminate. You'll make yourself sick. Anyway, you get your walnuts chopped. Get them all nice and small. And then let's move this out of the way. And then I'm going to move my walnuts to my little pan here, my little bowl here. Look at that. And if you don't like nuts at all, you can leave them out. I think it makes it a nicer, I like the texture that it brings. I like the flavor that it brings. The husband doesn't mind. And then you just fold those in. Like I said, don't do any big stirring things. And then you're gonna take olive oil, extra virgin, and spray up your pan. For some reason with my pans though, it still sticks, and I try to do what I can, but you get up in the sides, and you can lay down some parchment paper in it, I guess. You could. I don't do that. That's probably what my problem is, why it sticks sometimes. But fold those in really nicely so that make sure my oats are all nice and well covered in everything. All my walnuts are nice and covered with everything. And then I'm going to do this. Get them in there. Okay, and then I'm going to go and push it all down. I'm not going to push it down hard, but I'm going to even it out some. I'm going to go around, make sure that it's all evened out so that it becomes an even thing. Pull some off the sides. But I want it even, like an even thing. I'm not going to push hard on it. I just want it even. And then I will put it in for a half hour. And that's that. I'm going to clean this up, and then I will be back when it's finished in a half hour. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, it's completely finished. This is it. I took it out of the pan, and she turned out really well. She's really warm still, and I'm going to serve her with our dinner. And this is our apple banana oatmeal cake. There's no sugar, no salt, no flour, no butter, and the only oil type thing that I did, if you remember correctly, was the Pam olive oil that I sprayed my daddy-o pan with. And there's walnuts, and you can use coconut, shredded coconut. And I would use probably unsweetened coconut shreds, the shredded unsweetened coconut. But yeah, this is it finished. Thanks, guys.